It's Monday the 20th and we've had a couple more orders in overnight from yesterday. We ended up over the weekend with 11 orders on Bricklink and I think that was, let me just see, 240 lots in 3,003 items. And then we got up to 6 orders on Brickhouse. Brickhouse still, I think, really quiet. We did have another order in on eBay as well, which I'll show you in a sec. Well, I can show you that now anyway, I think, because I've got a second batch of orders ready to go out. We've still got some more to pick, but they're larger lot counts and I'm going to struggle to get them done before I go off to the post office. So I'll just show you these. An order here for all kinds of stuff. We've got some minifig related parts in there and a couple of other bits and pieces, some musket there, and some cannons and some inverse arches and other bits and pieces. Then we've got an order here for things in a bit more kind of quantity, and then another order, some trans slopes in both new and used, and all kinds of other bits and bobs. We've got a Spider-Man, which we listed on Friday, I think, and a couple of other pieces, some minifig parts there, little bits of I think Star Wars related printed stuff, and an Obi-Wan Kenobi head there, and then some more pieces, minifig pieces, all sorts, friends and other more sort of city type things, and another small order for parts. And then on eBay, this guy sold for £37, and I think there's been quite a bit of interest in some of these clocks. I've also just received an email from Australia asking about a whole bunch of clocks, and I've not had a chance to get back to them there. I'll get back to them as soon as possible. Unfortunately, the ones that were on eBay, they've pretty much missed. Obviously this is the third one going out. I think I only listed 4. There's one still left to go, but I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Lots to do this morning. Got to finish picking those orders, and then I've got to do some testing on the secret project that I mentioned previously, and try and get that moved along to a point where we can tell you what it's all about. So better get cracking and get this lot ready for the post. I finally finished picking the last batch of orders, which took considerably longer than I thought it might, but all parts orders. So let's just have a quick look at what's in these. This one's largely just a random assortment, about what we got, 29 lots in there. And then another order here. It has got 1 or 2 minifig parts, lots of plates, and again just a general all-round assortment of things. Lots of dark bluish grey and black basic bricks, 1x2s, 1x3s, 1x4s, plates, 1x6s, etc. And that one is going off to the US. And then this was the biggest one, and the one that's took quite a bit of time, because this was 80 something lots, but every one of them was a count of, 20, 30, 50, 100, which gets time consuming when you've got a large number of lots. Not complaining, because it's a good order value, about 80 something pounds, so around about £1 per lot, which is pretty good. So I just need to get these packed up. I'm going to be dropping those in the depot's post box this afternoon, so that we get them all out on Monday. We've got one more order which is coming. I'm waiting to be paid, but I know the customer, and it sometimes takes them a day or two to pay, but it's a good order, so well worth the while. and I'll look forward to showing you that one when I get it picked. It's Tuesday the 21st of May, and we've got a few orders in this morning, most of which I've picked yesterday. So yesterday ended up being pretty much a full day of picking with the orders that I got for the weekend, and then the orders that I had to prep for this morning because of needing to be at the post office so early in the day. Is always a real pain, and there were a few sort of larger lot counts yesterday, etc., that just meant it ate up quite a bit of time. Now today we've got a biggish order that I mentioned yesterday for £253 worth, which I'll show you in a minute. That was 82 lots, and then on Bricklink, so that's five orders there on Bricklink. Another two on here, and another nice one for £89, one item, which I'll show you again in a second. And then I don't think there's anything on eBay, so we can have a quick look at what we've got going out here now. This is the order that I mentioned yesterday, and this is a fairly regular customer. They've ordered from me probably half a dozen times, and every time they order, it's like £500, £500, £300, in this case £250. They're always really good orders. And this particular one is mostly minifigs, which is often the case, to be quite honest. We've got all sorts of minifigs in here. Superheroes, Hidden Side, Classic Space. We've got things like the Tin Man going out. We got some Star Wars stuff. I know Savage Press was in here. That was a £20 figure from the recent ish Star Wars bundle that I got, and a few others from that one as well. Couple of poly bags in there, and then there's even things like they're always sort of quite keen on things like these leaflets, the comic books, and other sort of Lego paraphernalia as well. So always an interesting order to pick, and the value is always really well appreciated. So that was the first order. Then an order came in for this thing, which you can't see super well now that I've got it in a bag, but this is the Rancor that also came in the Star Wars haul that I got in a couple of vlogs ago, and I listed this below the price of everybody else's Rancors. So I listed this at £85. One of the reasons for that was that there is a little bit of wear on the teeth, which was mentioned in the listing, and the person reached out to me and asked for photographs, and I sent photographs, and they bought immediately. So they're obviously happy with what they saw there. So that's a really nice sale, £85, easy to pick, obviously, and really good. This order is a local collection. It's a lady who lives a few miles away from me. Second order that they've placed in the last month or so. So hopefully they'll become a bit of a regular customer. And then a couple of orders that came in overnight. One here for just 3 parts. One for a minifig skull there, and then we got an order for various parts here, 60 something lots, I believe, a large chunk of which is used stuff, but there is a sprinkling of new in there as well. So anyway, gonna get this lot packed up and ready to go. I don't have a lot of time today. I'm aware that, you know, apart from showing you the orders, there's not a lot going on otherwise, or so it appears. I'm working on the project that I mentioned, which means it's something that I'm not able to really share just yet. I'm hoping that maybe even by the end of this vlog, we'll be able to show you a hint of what we're talking about. But also today, I'm going to lose a good few hours today. I've got to take Mrs. Brickarina to the hospital. Nothing serious. She's a type 1 diabetic, and she's getting a new device which will allow blood sort of samples to be taken automatically. So rather than pricking a finger every day, she'll be on a monitor that you know, continuously monitors her blood glucose and then feeds that information to her insulin pump. So really good stuff. But I need to be there with her for support and technical guidance on how to set up the apps and things on the phone. So yeah, we'll lose a few hours today, but we'll see what else we can get done and show you guys as we go through the day. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm up against it for time this morning. Been quite a rush picking these orders with the limited time that I've got. So let's show you what we've got. On eBay, we've got a Dreams Mateo. Then we've got an order here, which is nice because I don't know if you saw the previous blog where I found a load of blue plates, and on the blue plates were lots of these studs that I had to pick off the plates. Well, somebody's bought 1,000 of them, which was £21 worth. So that was a well worth exercise to do. We've got another order here for a new Spidey minifig and a few other minifig parts and bits and pieces. Then we've got this. This is a transparent 2x2 tile, and that's sold for £2. I think it only ever came in one quite old set, hence the value of it. And then another order here for a few Bionicle parts. And then watcher of the channel left a little comment to say they're still loving the channel, and thanks for the order. We've got some instruction booklets going out and all kinds of stuff in here. There's some of the printed stuff that I was adding last week. There's some used animals. There's just tons of different things in there, about 110 lots or so, something like that. And then another little parts order here, which is nice. And then an order going off to the US with another instruction book and some minifig parts, a few weapons and things, and a bit of greenery and stuff like that. So we're going to get these packed up, and then I'm going to try and get something added to the store, which will be a first for this week, because I've just been so busy with other things, and then half a day at the hospital yesterday, etc. Has got me playing catch up a little bit this week. The lot count's been decimated. Remember last week I'd got to 14,000 lots. I think I'm down to about 13,700 now or something like that. So it just shows how quick things change. Yeah, need to get those numbers all built back up again. Right, it's time to add in some more stuff to the store. So I've got a couple of tubs here of pre-sorted categories, and I'm just going to start working through some of these. I'm hoping to get to the slope shortly. I might do one or two smaller categories first, and then I'm going to try sorting the slopes out, because I've got several bags of slopes that really need sorting down further into more subcategories, shall we say, because I find that with slopes, and this is an example of one of the bags of slopes, is I just have, you know, so much in here from, you know, inverted, we've got sort of curved slopes, you know, you could argue whether those are wedges possibly, but you know, there's curved slopes as well in there. So yeah, just a whole load of stuff, and quite, you know, time consuming to sort through. But I've got probably the most in terms of quantity of those, so I want to get those sorted down. But first I'm going to start with a couple of smaller categories. I haven't got very much of these at the moment, but I just want to get some more lots and variety into the store. So probably going to start with some arches, and we'll see what we end up with. Well, I started listing some items, and I really didn't get very far because I ended up having a business meeting on the project that I'm working on, which, as I keep saying, is getting closer and closer, and hopefully we'll be able to share that with you before very much longer at all, hopefully before the end of the next vlog at least. But we'll see how we go. We don't want to rush things too much, but that is coming along nicely, and really excited about showing you that when it's ready. But in the meantime, we've had a bunch more orders come in. So we've had another, I think, 9 orders come in, which I've had to stop and pick with a view to getting to the post office this afternoon and dropping in the post box. I could leave them till tomorrow. This is always my dilemma with the postage hours that the depot runs, where I could drop my mail at, you know, just before 10 in the morning and say that's it until tomorrow. But I like to think when people order throughout the rest of the day that I'll turn it around as quickly as possible so that they can get it in the hands as quickly as possible as well. So that's what I'm doing. And let's start with eBay. And we've got a Harry Potter Professor Gilderoy Lockhart going out $12.49. We've got a single hinged brick, 1x6 in blue. And then we've got a little order here going out for various Technic parts, some fences and a few other bits and pieces. And then a couple of minifig parts and other parts along with that. And then we've got a lot of these trans cones going out, so interested to know what the buyer's going to be doing with that. They've bought a couple of other little bits and pieces. There's a little Ant-Man trophy there, and a Princess Leia hairpiece, amongst other things. Then we've got an order going out here. This was about 80 various lots, and again, all kinds of stuff going out in there. Then we got a nice little order from Brick This. Brick This, I'm sure you know, is one of the people that does lots of great commissions based in the Northeast, and check them out if you're not familiar with them. And then on eBay, we've got an order for 2 of these, which comes to about £12 for those. Now I have got another order, but that's for collection tomorrow afternoon in person, so not rushing that one. I'll pick that either later this afternoon or maybe even in the morning, and try and crack on and get some other things done. After commenting last week that things were pretty quiet, I feel like all I've done so far this week is pick orders. So you know, it's a good problem to have, of course, getting orders in, and hope to find a bit more time to get some more stuff added to the store. It's Thursday morning, and I've picked the morning orders. I'll show you them a little later on, and I'm just adding a few little bits and pieces that I've come across onto the store, partly because I came across this little thing, and it's always a good deal when you find these, because these are worth about £9 or £10 a piece. So they're a good little find in any bulk haul. And yeah, gonna add that to the store. I've got a few other bits of coins and things like that that are worth about 40p each, something along those lines. But I'm not sure what to do with this guy, because this is Supreme Leader Snork. Overall, not bad condition, until you realise that there's a big crack right down the torso. So I've got two options. There's a couple of marks up here near the top as well. I've really got two options, and I'm not sure which I want to take, because there's not many of these for sale. So I can either attempt to sell it complete and say that it's got a cracked torso, and wonder whether anyone would be interested in buying that at a reduced price, bearing in mind that at the moment people have paid up to £16. There's two used ones, one at 8, which is in terrible condition looking at the description, and one at 17, which I think is probably a bit ambitious. Or I just sell the head and the legs, but they're only worth about £1.50 a piece, something like that maybe. So I think I might try the full figure, because to be honest, if someone's just collecting and they want to just put that in a display, it looks fine. It's only when you get in a bit more detail and see the crack that it could be a problem. So I think I'm going to list that and see if anyone is interested, and we'll see how we get on. And then if somewhere along the line, if he's not selling, we can take off the head and legs and sell them separate. I'm in the middle of doing some more sorting and adding to the store, getting some basic plates in at the moment, but I realise I need to show you what I've got going out today, because I've got someone coming to pick an order up at about 1 o'clock, so I need to get that sorted before they get here. So we've got one of the clocks going out on eBay, and this sold for, you can see that, £45, but they're international, so they've ended up paying, I find this absolutely incredible, £75 they've paid for that clock. So they must be really desperate to get it to add to a collection or something, but yeah, I certainly don't think I would have been paying that, if I'm honest. This is the order that's going to get collected. It's a guy who's local to me, actually runs the local brick show, which is on usually around September time, and he has recently started running a club, I think, in a local library, and he's doing some Egyptian based thing with the kids there and stuff, I think, so I'm guessing that that's what that's for. This is going off to Australia. It's a Darth Vader head. Then we got a nice little order for a few minifigs and things, but lots and lots of the Nexo Night tiles. I think he took pretty much one of every different tile that I had, I think, or certainly most of them. So that was a nice little order to pick. And then we've got a little order here for 2 lots of these sloped curved slope wedges, and then another order just come in here for some various parts. So I'm gonna just get this lot packed up and ready for the post and for collection, and then I'm gonna get back to sorting that used Lego out. It's Friday morning and it's the quietest day of the week, with just 3 orders today going out, but it has been a much improved week in terms of orders and order values and things like that, so I certainly cannot complain about anything at all this week. Now this morning I'm going to get these off to the post, and then I've got to run a little errand to pick up some paint and things for a job we've got going on in the house. And then I've got another meeting about the project that I've got ongoing, and I'm sorry to keep dropping in sort of teasers, but I'm getting very close to the end, and there's just lots of sort of final tweaks and things, and I'm going to be reaching out to a couple of people I know to have a look first, and then we'll hopefully have something maybe next week to show people. Anyway, today we've got 2 skeletons going out on eBay. Took a little offer on those because 2 of them are going out. And then we've got a bunch of heads going out, new and used, multiple quantities of each. And then this is from a fellow YouTuber who has sort of found me in recent weeks and has been placing a few sort of orders regularly. Modest orders, but very welcome all the same. And he's including these on his YouTube channel, where he builds, you know, online builds, and very nice stuff he's doing too. So we'll get these packed up and in the post, and then I'll crack on with the day's events, and hopefully by early afternoon I'll be back able to add some more stuff to the store. And I've just got to apologize again for the lack of sort of maybe interesting content this week, you know, other than showing you all of the orders, etc. There's been a lot going on with the project, which has kept me away from things that I can show you, but hopefully that'll be put right soon. Well, I've been a bit distracted this week, if I'm honest, between all of the orders and the project that I've got ongoing. It's really, you know, eating into time that I should really be adding parts of the store and uploading, but we've got a small list here to upload that I've probably mentioned already. We'll get this finished pricing and get this uploaded today. I've got this to tell you more about next week, which is nothing to do with my own personal project. This is a friend, a customer, who collects from me locally, and this is their entry for the Bricklink designer program, and I'll touch on this a little bit more in next week's vlog, and remind you that voting will be open for that, and give you a link to the website to check it out, etc. But to finish up, I've got 2 final orders going out the door this afternoon, and then I've got to go and do some painting. So not looking forward to that particularly. I'd rather be pulling more orders and things and telling you more stuff, but you know, things need to be done, unfortunately. So we've got a small order here going out with a little Star Wars instruction booklet, and mostly minifig parts going out there. And then this order on Brickall, we've got an assortment of all kinds of stuff going out. Lots of printed parts, lots of minifig related stuff, and other bits and pieces along with that. And this just shows that it's kind of adding some of the printed things, you know, does kind of pay off. I've got quite a few printed tiles and things in there. They were the kind of things that I would have been adding last week to increase lots, and just shows that they do actually move in time. So going to get these packed up, off to the post office, and that's probably going to wrap us up for this week. With regards to the project that I keep hinting at, I'm going to be showing that to a couple of people over the weekend, and I think we're going to be looking to be launching that on the 1st of June. So put that in your diary and stay tuned for something on the 1st of June coming out that will be particularly helpful for sellers, and I'll best not say any more before then. But enjoy your weekend. It's a long weekend this weekend, 3 days, and I'll be back at it on Tuesday.